doing a video on how to do a makeup look. I did one eye, so I'll be using the James Charles palette. And some of the colors I'm gonna be using are this yellow, this green, and this red to get this look. Oh, and also I'm gonna be using this. I'm gonna start off with is my e.l.f. primer and my LA Girl Pro concealer. This is what I'm gonna use to put on the lid of my eye so we can get this pop of color just like this eye right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some of this on first on the lid of the eye. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go just gradually just put it on here. And smoothing it out. Smoothed out, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. primer to put on top of my eye, because with this palette you actually have to use primer instead of concealer, but I use both because I want the color to actually pop. And when I just use the e.l.f., it doesn't pop as much as I use with the LA Pro concealer. So I'm gonna now put this on top of the LA Girl Pro concealer. And I'm gonna smooth it out. Got the yellow on there. I'm gonna be taking this red up here. This one right here. It is called it's called You're Kidding Me. And I'm gonna be taking this red and I'm gonna put it in the middle, just like I did on this side. And I'm gonna do the same thing. Just get the red, make sure you get enough on there. And then I'm going to put it in the middle and I'm going to pat. Okay. It's Peppy. Period. Okay. Now that I have that on there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to blend the yellow and the red together so it will blend in and it won't just look like I just blotted it on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go like this. Just go in between and blend it together. Go in there softly and do it. You don't want to do it too hard, because then once you get the red and the yellow mixed together, it's going to look like it's orangey. You don't want that to look like that. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go back in with that yellow and I'm going to go back in the crease to make this yellow a little bolder. Okay. And you see I got a little bit of the yellow on the red, but that's okay. Cause what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back in with that red and put it on. Boom. Now once I'm done with the red, I'm going to be using the green down here. and it's called Daddy. Now with this green, it's really heavy, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tap my brush to get some of the excess off, but I'm going to go back in just a little bit because I think I tapped too much. And I'm going to go in the outside and just pack it on there. Just pack it. Now that I have done all three of the colors and they're on there, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my LA Girl Pro Concealer, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a cut crease. All I do, this is the easier way for me. You can do it differently, but the way I do it, I put a little bit of my concealer on my hand and I put it right here, and what I do is I just look up. Now you probably can't, okay, you probably can. Right here, I have like a little line, and that's telling me where I can start my cut crease at. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go in with a Q-tip, try to get some of the concealer off because I want to start off with a fresh base, and then I'm gonna go in with a wipe to wipe that excess off. Now don't go wild because you don't want to take off the other color up here, so you're just gonna go on the part where the concealer was, and you're gonna clean it up. Can you see? I just cleaned it up a little bit. Now I'm going to take the LA Girl Pro Concealer and the e.l.f. and I'm just going to do that first step that I did when I put the LA Pro Concealer. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it on my lid. And I'm going to spread it out. Okay, now that I have the concealer on there, I'm going to put the LA Girl, I mean not the LA Girl, the e.l.f. Primer on top of the LA Girl Pro Concealer. Okay. I don't know if you can see, but I just did that. Okay. So now once that's done, I'm going to take this brush right here It's just a flat regular brush, nothing special. Then I'm gonna take the black, and it's called Spooky. This black right here. I wanted to get the darkest black I can find out of all of my palettes, and this one was it. Now I'm just gonna gradually just move it on here. Now with this, you want to be careful, because since it's black, that means it can mess up the yellows, the red, all of that. And once you get in, you just have to take it all off. So now all I'm gonna go do is I'm just gonna pat it on my eye. I'm not gonna rub it yet. I'm gonna pat it because I want the black to actually stay on there and be bold. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get the black and I'm gonna pat. Keep patting. And then I'm gonna get some more. I'm gonna pat some more. Now that I patted on that black, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna thin it out. I'm gonna just patted that black in there. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go around, make sure it's all over it, and I'm just gonna thin it out. And don't worry about the little line. It might be a little messed up or whatever, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the glitter over the line so it can have a little pop to it. So, okay. So now that that's on there, I'm gonna be taking my NYX glitter glue. I don't know if you can really see it, but yeah. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this brush right here, just a regular old brush with a little slant to it.